football trophies are sacred. From spittoons to axes, symbols of animosity and history between two programs. And today, one of the more obscure trophies at stake for the hotly contested Illabuck, where there's sure to be droppings and honkings all over the field. We're here in Champaign, Illinois, Geese Memorial Stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Illinois Fighting Illini. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. Redemption might be on their mind as they took a whipping the last time these two squared off.
They sure did, Reese, and their best players made a lot of mistakes the last time out, especially on offense. David, it's really important in this one. The stars have to play like stars. They got to stat it up, and they got to start fast.
Yeah, and they got to remember what happened. They got to remember the celebration, the on-field antics, the social media, all of it that came with it. The embarrassment of last time. So, yes, your big players, they got to play big, especially in these rivalry games.
Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. All right, guys, let's chat about Illinois. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, going for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Play action on first down. Look out. Out wide right, it's Perry. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there.
Decision coming up here. I'm kicking a field goal, though, David. First drive of the game, you want to pay it off and just put some points up on the board.
Well, and see, I'd go for the touchdown because here's the thing. I'm going to make them go the length of the field, almost 100 yards, even if I get stopped. I'm starting this game aggressive.
Touchdown, Illinois! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on fourth down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, The defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Buckeyes offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. Going to be interesting to see how they use him throughout this game because this linebacking crew can be exploited. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the ground, it's Jackson. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They give it back to him. Breaks into the open. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. The give to the back. Here's a little room there. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
He's got 42 yards on the ground already. What a way to get this season started.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. They took it 71 yards down the field and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From deep, it's Hankins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Caught in the backfield, it's Perry. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Finds his man. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw again. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. This rivalry more than a century old, with the Buckeyes dominating most of the time, guys.
And just think about that. All this time, these Ohio State and Illinois fans have been talking about and looking forward to this rivalry. To your point, absolutely. Ohio State, more often than not, has been on the winning side of it. In Illinois now, David, they're going to be trying to create a little new trend here.
Yeah, try to get some mojo. Try to get some momentum on their side. Try to change this rivalry. And listen, it starts one at a time, right? Like the old coaches speak, we got to throw out those records from 100 years ago. They don't matter. Let's dominate today.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Powers inside. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Turning it on. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And early on, this guy has flipped on the machine switch. Nobody did that better for the Buckeyes than J.K. Dobbins back in 19. Averaged over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, it's really nice to be at Ohio State University where you can hand the ball to tailback every year that can get you first downs like this. First down, first down, first down. You hand them the ball, and you know good things are going to happen.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Cuts it upfield. It's Cross. He locked up and held on to bring him down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So the Fighting Illini offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll run the counter. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Hauser. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. The trophy that the Buckeyes and Illini play for, the Illabuck, guys, is a giant wooden turtle.
Imagine that, man. You're having to put your trophies in a water tank and feed it. It's probably the only trophy that ever had that ability. It's incredible. It was nurtured. Maybe a little bit different story now, David. That is pretty cool history, Bruce.
Yeah, and I guess you really only need one turtle every 100 years, so the trophy's not expensive. I guess you just got to take care of it, and every year you pass a live, living animal. That's why they changed it.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Wants to keep it in the air. Going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll send the back in motion. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it on the counter. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easily.
Right back to the well. Could be an outie. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. All they need is 1 yard, and they've got nothing on the last play. Here's 3rd down. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Fires into the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Smashes ahead. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the lone running back. He got just enough to move the sticks, and that'll set him up with a first down after the 2-minute timeout. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. With the draw, it's Jackson. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Fires into the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Timeout taken here by the Illini, and that is their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Quickly to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Illinois lining up quickly. Third down play from the gun. Here comes the heat. Forced him to get rid of it on third down.
Yeah, you just love to see that from the quarterback. I know it's a big third down, and more than anything, you want to throw a completion, keep your offense on the field. But when the defense wins and nobody's open, you got to just tip your hat, throw it away. Now a big decision coming up on fourth down.
He gets a block. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Say it. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Iowa taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Hawkeyes trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now over to your game in Champaign. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Ohio State and Illinois plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
I caught up with Ohio State's head coach coming out of the locker room. They understand all of the hype and excitement surrounding their wide receiver, and they are trying to get him the ball, but it just hasn't gone that way so far in this game. I know they want to target him here early, try to regain some of that confidence and momentum. We'll see if he can get into a rhythm with his quarterback here to start the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage.
It's a seam wide open. Past the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. They'll run it. It's close. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 5. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Drops back. It's Hauser. Out wide left, it's Dixon. Finds a seam. The 10. Touchdown, fighting Illini. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he's got some space. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. He is having a day, and think about this stat. Ezekiel Elliott has his name in the top 20 single-game rushing record list 5 times, more than any of the great Ohio State backs. Oh, we might have another entry coming here.
Oh, that's incredible to think about. And you think about some of his past runs that were so amazing. And when you got a guy that can do this and put up big numbers, he's having a day. This offense is having a day because of it. Keep it going, young fella.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Jackson. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keep it on the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The transfer has it his first carry. Got a little grass. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They're all over him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The give on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Might as well give it to him again. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Illini!
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got some green grass. Still on his feet at the 40. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a short gain. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play?
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll keep the offense, pops it up, and they were on the move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. There's a crease.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the 1st down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.